can I just start wherever I want? I began as a kid, and as a kid, I had my hands in everything. I just was very physically active, and I was running and jumping and dancing and singing and drawing and playing, and that's still me, and that's still what I do. Whether I'm working with people, there's still play and experimentation in it. And when I'm making art, it's still play and it's still experimentation. My life as an artist really began with dance. So I focused on being a professional dancer, and that was my life. I was still making art sort of on the side, but dance was my life for many years and my dream. I still love to dance. I'm still a dancer, even if I'm not dancing. It's still who I am. And I don't remember exactly the moment, but there was really a clear moment for me when I just decided that it was time to take dance and to dance on paper and see what happened. So I got a studio out on the Shipyard 30 years ago, and it was this little 10 by 10 square with 2 windows. I put a big piece of paper on this wall and a big piece of paper on this wall. And then I ran in circles and just marked on these pieces of paper as I went flying by. So that's how I started, was just these giant movement drawings. And then once I started to calm down, then I would stand in front of a giant piece of paper and just move and draw with both hands on this big piece of paper. And I called them body maps. I felt like my body was drawing. So it wasn't like I was trying to make an image. I was just letting my body express herself. And so using both hands meant that I wasn't even quite tracking what was happening. And these shapes would show up, of course, sort of semi-symmetrical. But I also was intrigued by the different personalities in my 2 hands. So my right hand was articulate, but my left hand had so much power in it. And so the really beautiful big gestures would come from the left, and the little details would come from the right. But after a while, they were teaching each other. And so then my left hand started to become more articulate. And I was sad for a moment, like I had lost this personality that I was relying on. And then I realized, okay, now you're gonna have to become more gestural. So my right hand had to let go of knowing what to do, as my left hand learned other ways to move. When I'm making art, it's a moment where I can just be with myself. So even though it becomes public and it goes out into the world and has a life of its own, that the process is personal and vulnerable and mine. It's simple. It's a way to be quiet and a way to just be.